I knew something was off the second I woke up. Halloween. I don't know who came up with it, but I've got to tell you, it's a lot of drama for some lousy treats. Let me set the scene. I'm Frank, a robust, handsome bulldog with a bite just as big as my bark. I live with Henry, a decent guy around 35 who somehow thinks wearing a tie every day to work at some insurance place makes him look important. Bless his heart. Henry's alright though. I mean, he's got treats on lock, always hands me a snack when he's having his coffee, and we share the couch at night. But tonight, he was acting all sorts of weird. See, it's Halloween, and humans turn into complete nut jobs. The first thing I noticed was this smell, kind of like cinnamon mixed with a burnt pumpkin. Not exactly the bacon aroma I dream of every night, let me tell you. Henry was running around, putting up these orange lights around the door, stringing fake cobwebs on the porch rail. He looked so proud, like he'd built the Empire State Building or something. And I'm just there, giving him my best seriously? Look, but he just ruffled my head like I'm some clueless mutt. You might think I'd get used to this by now, but nope. Every Halloween, it's the same weird routine. I try to understand it, but humans are a different breed, if you catch my drift. So here's the part I dread the most. Henry pulls out this ridiculous costume he ordered off the internet. Last year, I was a hot dog. You know, one of those weird wiener things with fake mustard and relish painted on. Total disaster. This year, a pirate. Yep, a pirate. They've got the hat, the eye patch, the whole 9 yards. You ever tried to keep an eye patch on with no opposable thumbs? Good luck. Henry's over there trying to keep me still. Promising, just a few more seconds, Frank, like I'm about to have the time of my life in this getup. I could tell Henry was loving it, snapping picture after picture for what I assume are those social media things he's always scrolling through. Why humans feel the need to dress us up like circus acts is beyond me. But hey, if it gets me extra belly rubs, I'll play along. As he's tightening the little strap on my pirate hat, I let out a big, dramatic sigh for effect. He laughs and calls me a good sport, which I guess is human code for just go with it, Frank. Once the sun set, the real action began. A bunch of kids came by the apartment, ringing the doorbell in waves. Each time that bell rang, it was like a mini heart attack. Not that I'm scared, no way. I'm Frank the Fierce, remember? But man, that bell gets old fast. I'd run to the door, barking like I'm ready to take on a pack of wolves, only to find tiny humans dressed as, I don't know, vampires, superheroes, princesses, you name it. These kids, they're relentless. They scream, they shove their bags full of candy at Henry, and some even try to pet me. Normally, I'd be all for the extra attention, but these kids, they smell like chocolate and sugar, and it's a little much. I tried giving them my best don't touch the pirate kid look, but that just made them laugh. Henry was eating it up, handing out candy like he's the king of Brooklyn. He even gave me a treat or two when no one was looking, and I'll admit, that part I didn't mind. After an hour of answering the door like we're the Halloween welcoming committee, Henry decides it's time for a walk. Normally, I'd be pumped. A walk means sniffing every bush, mailbox, and lamppost in a 2-block radius. But tonight, well, let's just say the streets of Brooklyn on Halloween are like a circus on a sugar high. Henry's got me on the leash, strutting me around like I'm his little pirate sidekick. I'm trying to keep my cool, but there are humans. Big ones, small ones, loud ones, all in these bizarre outfits, making weird sounds. It's like they've lost their minds. One guy walked by dressed as a giant slice of pizza, and I swear I almost broke character. I mean, come on, a pizza? You can't just wave that in front of a dog and expect him to keep calm. But I held it together because I'm Frank the Fierce, remember? As we walk, Henry keeps laughing at the costumes and occasionally stops to chat with other humans about how cute I look. Cute? Really? I was aiming for a terrifying pirate, but whatever floats his boat, I guess. And let me tell you, the whole time I'm thinking about one thing. How long do I have to stay in this ridiculous costume? We're about halfway down the block when I see him. The enemy. The one creature who makes my life a living barking nightmare. Mr. Whiskers. A fluffy, smug-looking Siamese cat who lives in the building next to ours. Normally, he lounges on the windowsill, just out of reach, staring at me like he's some kind of royal feline. Tonight, he's on a leash. Poor choice, humans. and strutting down the sidewalk like he owns it. Our eyes lock, and I'm ready to lunge, but Henry's grip on the leash is strong. I'm about to bark up a storm, maybe throw in a growl for dramatic effect, when Mr. Whiskers gives me this look like he's almost amused. He's got this tiny vampire cape on, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it almost suits him. For a split second, I feel a weird kind of respect for the guy. He's owning it, but then he flicks his tail, smug as ever, and any respect I might have had goes out the window. "Let's go, Frank," Henry says, tugging the leash as we move past Mr. Whiskers. I give the cat one last growl under my breath, just to remind him who's boss, and follow Henry down the street. Now here's where things get interesting. The air's filled with all sorts of scents tonight. Caramel, popcorn, even some roasted nuts from a street vendor. Every now and then, we pass by a stoop with a bowl of candy, and I think, maybe, just maybe, this holiday isn't so bad after all. I nudge Henry's leg, giving him my best feed me eyes, and he finally caves, pulling a piece of jerky from his pocket. Bingo. I'm chewing away, savoring the salty goodness, when a kid dressed as a werewolf comes running up, screaming something about trick or treat. He's got a bag so full it looks like it might burst. I look up at Henry, pleading, "Hey, how come he gets the mother load and I get one measly piece of jerky?" Henry just laughs, ruffles my head, and says something about dogs don't eat candy. Oh, really? Tell that to the slice of pizza I stole off his plate last week. But fine, I play along. As we move on, I keep an eye out for anything that falls on the sidewalk. You'd be surprised how many kids drop their candy. And trust me, I'm quick to snatch it up before Henry can stop me. Just as I'm thinking this night couldn't get any weirder, we turn a corner and walk right into a group of humans dressed as ghosts. I mean, they're covered in sheets with holes cut out for eyes, doing their best to look scary. Look, I'm a bulldog. I've got jaws that could crush a tennis ball in seconds. You think I'm scared of some sheets? Please. But Henry? He's laughing, like it's the funniest thing he's ever seen. Look, Frank, ghosts. So I play along, giving a little bark just to humor him, and the kids laugh. One of them reaches out to pet me, but I'm not falling for it. No touchy-touchy with strangers, especially not on Halloween. Still, I give a little tail wag. Can't let them think I'm completely heartless. After what feels like a lifetime, we head back home. Henry's talking about how much fun we had, how we made memories. Yeah, if by memories he means traumatizing me with that pirate costume, then sure, I guess we did. He finally takes off my hat and eye patch, and I breathe a sigh of relief, free at last. Henry plops down on the couch, exhausted but happy, and I jump up beside him, curling up close. He's got a bowl of popcorn in his lap and sneaks me a piece every now and then. The TV's on, playing some Halloween movie about a big, friendly ghost, and as Henry relaxes, I feel my own eyes start to close. I guess, in the end, Halloween isn't so bad. Sure, humans are a little crazy with their costumes and decorations, but if it means a night full of treats, extra attention, and a spot on the couch with Henry, maybe it's worth it.